to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. You look at this Colt defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go, here we go.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit keel up and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
And got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the set. Deputy Lions, smash, smash.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and a couple. In motion right is Pittman. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready! 60 boxes, 60. Alert! Alert!
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Richardson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I feel like my man, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Colts send out their punter. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Steelers at 500 hit 6 and 6. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hiking 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That one caught by Rice. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go, here we go. Hiking 18.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Mustang 19.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Richardson on 3rd and short. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Austin. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Finds Pickens out right. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The option to give to Taylor here. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Let's go.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 1.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Downs going in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. And quickly they get to the line. Richardson going to change the play here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Here's Austin. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. give. It's one. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Richardson back to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Keanu Benton. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20 plus. Big time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Off the option, here's Taylor. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Ready.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And this taken in by Downs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. Trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A handoff for Warren. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
70 Lions. 19 Lions.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. To the right side, this is Taylor. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Let's go now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 42 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
79 Broncos.
Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. We want Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
18 Cardinal. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On the option left, Richardson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
At their own 17-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now a run with Warren. And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to work. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays.